We'll have to see when we last auto-saved. I apologize for that. Yeah. We're gonna start this again. Hold on a minute. I don't know why. I don't know why it suddenly crashed. Let's There we go. Okay. Having a lot of technical issues tonight. I'm not sure why. With just with Kerbal space program. I'm not sure. I'm not sure though why that is. Like at first, it wouldn't even capture the game. And like I didn't change anything. Yeah, that must be it. Must be all that downloading. Okay. Oh God, we're gonna have to wait again, aren't we? Let's actually let's go to the Space Center real quick. Now we have already saved this guy, right? The rescue missions. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Gersay's scrap. That's just in the way. Don't need that. Now, can we? We can. We can time warp. We can time warp even faster now. Is the advantage to this? We don't have to wait so long. That's really annoying that happened, by the way. It means I can't revert. Which is very unfortunate, which means I would rather not crash. I would rather not crash intentionally at all at the moment. Because before I could revert and it would have been fine, but now I can't do that. I can't do that without like screwing up my game. Losing all that money. Which is at the moment kind of hard to get. Okay. Now let's add a maneuver. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Oh no, not that way. This way. Oh yeah, there we go. This way. $7.7. 10.6. 2.1. Perfect. So this is basically we have two sets of arrows. This is because the way we have our thing, we're going to kind of come close over here, but not really close. It's going to be a 60K separation, and then we kind of go on the outside of them for a while, and then we meet again as we're coming back in. And that's what the two different arrows are for. Hopefully we can just use RCS for this. We should be able to. It's a very small burn. We're gonna need to turn over. Of course, we're gonna have to just pretty much guess at at how long we have to burn for. But that's why we have these numbers. These numbers are very useful for that. So we are going to set our Kerbal alarm clock. By the way, Kerbal alarm clock, another very useful mod. Basically, you set it. If you have a maneuver node set up, it'll automatically be for the next maneuver node. It basically sets it for a minute before the maneuver node. You add that alarm, and then you can warp as much as you want, and it will automatically unwarp you. 1 minute before the maneuver node. That's very handy. Now, my worry is more about matching orbits for this thing. Once we actually get an encounter, we're going to have to change our orbit. And I don't know how much RCS that's going to take. I don't think I'll crash. I mean, I hope I don't. We're going to go at around 5 seconds left, I guess. See how that takes us, how that does us. Probably should have gone a little bit sooner. I'm gonna use up the rest of our fuel, I think. It's fine. That's all of our fuel. That's all of our regular fuel left. We still have RCS, though. It's very slow, but we're going to get rid of this extra fuel tank and engine, and that should get us some... Now we have 7.4. It might be okay. Let's go ahead and uncouple from this. Couple. Kind of get away from that. This is empty now. This is still full though, completely full. I could have maybe used a little bit of that fuel, but I don't really want to. Now, if I put another maneuver node, say here, is there any way that we can get this a little bit closer? Yeah, actually there is. Turn our RCS off for a minute. We don't need it to turn around. We can turn it back on. Let's go ahead and get even closer to this thing. See, this is going to be kind of really hard to this is going to be a little hard to do with only RCS, unfortunately. I probably should have put another couple of engines on here. I think we can do it. I think it's just going to take absolutely forever. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go into target mode. Target mode, since we have the other space station targeted, when we have our target velocity mode, it's our relative velocity to or from the target. So what we end up doing, it also changes where our prograde and retrograde is. It is now prograde and retrograde relative to the target. Now what you want to do is when you get close to the target, we're not going to do it immediately, but when we get close to here, close to the purple ones, you basically go retrograde to slow yourself down, and that kind of changes your orbit. But this is going to be iffy to do. Here. Do this. The nice nice view. We can do explosions. We can do explosions later. I'm trying to dock. I'm trying to dock this thing. It's career mode. Career mode, you want less explosions, not more explosions. You want a lot less explosions in career mode. Because explosions just cost you money. Money and time. So this is another mod, this Flight Engineer. Gives you stuff. This is all stuff that you can see regularly in map mode or whatever. It's just this all kind of puts it, you know, presents it to you more easily, so you don't have to keep on going to map mode. So I'm looking at the rendezvous thing. This is my distance to target. Now we know the closest we get to the target is going to be 2.5 kilometers, 2.8 kilometers. So we're just going to be basically waiting until we get to that point. Whereas now it's like super dark. So I don't know what happened there. Oh, this is okay, fine. So now this has changed because this is now our next rendezvous, 2.8 kilometers. So we are basically going to wait until we are pretty close. I think we're going to wait until we're about 5k out, because it's going to take us forever to slow down with just RCS. So we're not going to wait until we're 2k out. We're going until we're about 5k out, and we'll start retroing to slow us down. We're just going to go ahead and do it now. There's my RCS thrusters firing off. No sound. Well, there's no sound in space anyway, but you know. And we're gonna hope that we can slow down fast enough to not completely lose them, but we might, to be honest. This might not be this. Like I said, this is gonna take probably forever. We might have to do like a couple of go-arounds, unfortunately. You know, you have to be really patient in space. You have to be extreme patient. See, what I should have done probably is put a couple of extra engines on here, so that we get more thrust, so that we can do this faster. But that basically didn't do anything, did it? Wow. Okay. Tell you what. Because see, we're gonna have to end up waiting another like whole bunch of orbits to get back to where we were again, and it's gonna end up taking even longer. Let's take like 5 minutes and try to see what we can do here. So let's... So once again, we're waiting until we're coming back. Coming back kind of behind it. Another one more go around. Basically, I messed up on the design, and now I'm trying to now I'm trying to fix my mistakes. Oh my god. What if we over here? Why is my that was weird. That was a little odd. This is like messing up. One of my problems with the maneuver system is that it's kind of a little bit. I wish I had like actual controls that I could adjust instead of having to click up here. That might be nice. Okay, there's another 2K. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do this tonight. I'm probably going to have to do this off screen. Guess it's probably going to take me literally like 2 hours to do. I done messed up. We're going to do this burn, and then I'm going to go and do something else that's slightly more entertaining for a few minutes. I'll make a plane. I accidentally went a little bit too far. That's okay, though. You too. You have a good night, too.